Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It is Sunday, and since we are done with Sonic Month, we are jumping into other unrelated Sonic requests. So, today we're drawing, God, how do you pronounce his name? Diluc? I think that's how you pronounce it. D-I-L-U-C. This is a character from Genshin Impact, that, like, free-to-play game on, like, PlayStation, I think Xbox, and PC. It's super Breath of the Wildy and anime. I actually played this one, a little bit of it, and I actually really did like it. So I have seen this character before, but this request was requested by Davina Nicker, N-A-I-C-K-E-R. Thank you so much for the request. I probably butchered your last name because I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff. So, anyway, guys, we're going to be drawing this guy, and, not much more to it. Alright, get your pencils ready, and, let's jump in. Alright, guys, let's jump right into it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off drawing a nice, decent-sized circle. This is going to be his head. Actually, I'm going to move it over a little bit, kind of right here, because he's kind of... There's more to like the left of this picture than the right. So that's good, and this is mainly because like his hair. So this is a decent sized circle. Something like that. And then we're going to have his body. We're going to have like his chest right here, which could be another kind of big circle. And then here's kind of where like his rib cage is. Then he's going to have a shoulder about here, and another shoulder about here. He's going to have like a little neck here too, which is just like this nice little tube. And again, keep all this light. I'm just kind of sketching out kind of the placement for everything. So, so we're going to have it like a hand right about here. His arm's going to go down and up, kind of like that. He's going to have another hand right about here. And this arm's going to go over and across like this, so his elbow would be about here. And then kind of get like his waist down here. Something like that. Kind of line going down the middle too. And then lastly, we can kind of get his hair, which is going to be like this big kind of like teardrop type shape. Kind of here like this. So it's pretty much good for the gesture that we need. So we can kind of just jump in and start drawing. We're going to start with his face, like we always do. Here we can draw the crosshairs, and we can kind of get like more of an anime style face. So the crosshairs would be something like this. Here's the one I'm going around the circle like that. And then what we're going to do is at the edge here, we're going to kind of get a kind of like anime head. So you get like kind of like the V for the jaw, and it's going to go up and around like that. And again, still keep this kind of light because this isn't the super final line that we're doing. We're just kind of getting like a better head shape. So now that we have kind of this line, I'm actually going to put the line down the center more. It's looking more head on. Like that. So now that we got the face kind of crosshairs in here, what we can do is draw in his nose, which would be right in the middle, and it's kind of like this straight line going down like this. It's going to curve in a little bit, like that. And then he's going to have an eye right here, and then an eye right here. And what you could do is you can kind of like look back a little bit and make sure that kind of looks like it's in the middle. And it also a good indicator is you can measure, like, take the end of this eye and the end of like this and then put it in the middle, and if it's kind of like the space in between, so you should have like an eye in between your eye for spacing, because I know it's like spacing out the eyes is sometimes really hard. So that's pretty good. Actually, we're going to just start drawing in his eyes just because why not. So we're going to start with this eye over here. I'm going to tilt the paper this way. And basically what you're going to do is just draw this nice kind of straight line like this. It has a nice little curve, it's not completely straight. And then it's going to go down and kind of curve in like this. And then we're going to like draw a line hugging the top, kind of get into a spike and then go down, and you can kind of shade all this in as well and kind of shade in the bottom a little bit like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to just draw a nice curve line and try to keep it in relation to that one. Curve line, kind of spike it down, kind of go in a little bit like that. And then we're going to draw the line hug in this one, kind of go out into a spike, thicken it up a little bit, kind of have it go in like that. So we got them right in the middle there. And now once we got that done, we can draw in the eyes, which are basically these nice big half circles like this. So you get like one, and then another one right about here. And for some eye detail, we can draw another kind of half circle, kind of U shape right there, and then another one like that. And then we can draw a nice smaller one in there, and we can shade that one in like that and that. That gives him a nice like serious look. And now we could draw on his mouth, which his mouth is super simple. It's this curve line starting about here, so like a little bit under the nose. So this curve line going here, there's going to be a little gap in between, and then another one going down here like this. And now that we got kind of like his face in, we could draw in the head shape a little bit better around it. So we're going to start about here and just kind of straighten this line out a little bit. Kind of curve it in. Kind of curve it out a little bit when you get to like the jaw here, or the chin. Like that, and then it's going to just kind of curve up and in like that. And now we got that down, we could draw on his hair. And to draw on his hair, it's actually not too hard. Also, if you want to, his hair is going to cover some of this up, but we might as well just draw it in. If you want to draw on his eyebrows, super simple. You can draw in his eyelids, which what I like to do is draw a nice little curve line in here, and a line going across like this. And same thing here, a curve line going up, a line going across like that, just to show kind of like the top of his eyelids. And then his eyebrows, he has very thin eyebrows, so it'll just be like this nice long line like that. And then another one like that. So again, if you want to draw on his eyebrows, his hair is going to cover all that up. But if you wanted to, that's kind of what it would look like. Okay, back to drawing in the hair. So a really good tip for drawing like anime hair, especially like characters that have like really long hair like this guy. All the hair kind of starts from an origin point. So his origin point's kind of about here, like slightly above like his head. And basically all you're going to do is like from this origin point, this is going to like start out all the kind of like main shapes of the hair. So you're going to have one that goes like right in front like this. And then you're going to have one that kind of goes out around here like that. And then you're going to have another one that kind of goes out here. And they all kind of like go into this point without actually like touching it. And then he's going to have like a bang going out here. Another strand going out here. And then we'll get the top of his head. And then it'll kind of like spike off around here. And there's going to be like a bunch of spikes around here. But basically, like kind of for like his bangs and stuff like that, it all comes from this origin point up here. And then he's going to have like another kind of spike there. It's going to come and go out a little bit over here as well. But since we have it all kind of mapped out, now all you need to do is kind of like with these little shapes that we have, just kind of refine it a little bit. So we're going to just draw a line going out, kind of draw like a spike going in like this. And this one's going to curve in, and we're going to start about here and just draw a nice little spike, kind of like have like overlap a little bit. So his hair doesn't look like super perfect. Because when you have like super long hair like this dude does, it's never really perfect. I gotta fight back the urge to sneeze. And I'll erase kind of the overlap. This is why, like, I didn't bother drawing the eyebrows at first, but because a lot of that is just going to get covered up. Shape like that. And then here, we get a spike going in. Here, start about here, draw one. This one, like 2 spikes at the end, kind of go up. And again, there's no real, like, rhyme or reason or like specific way you should draw. Just kind of draw like nice big strands of hair like that. Let's have another one that's going to curve out, kind of go over his face a little bit, kind of curve back in. And then here we're going to get a nice big spike about here. Another one kind of curving out and over right about here. And have like a bunch of little ones coming out here, here. And again, I definitely say look at a reference when you're drawing him. Just because, like, again, he has like super long hair. It's kind of crazy. So I'm just drawing in nice little spikes, kind of overlapping one another. Again, trying to make it look not as perfect, not as like pristine, I guess is a better word for it. And now once you get kind of like his front hair down, we can draw in these this long kind of strand he has here, and it just kind of goes down, over, and like that. This is the top line. Then we're going to start a little bit before this line, kind of draw a nice little triangle. And then this is going to go up, over and in about here. And then he's going to have another one kind of going out. And again, they all kind of track to that origin point for the hair. Like that. And then here we're going to get a strand that goes up and over. Like that. And another one. Up, over, and in. Kind of like that. I'll just get a nice little curve line for the top of his head, which can kind of go into like a little bit of spikes. Kind of like that. And now I'm going to erase some of the overlap just so it comes in a little bit clearer where all of his face details are. Because it is messy. This is super messy up here. But again, that's a good thing. That's why you draw in like light, so you can easily erase, and then when you erase, you kind of have just what you need. Just redraw this in real quick. And again, it's super simple. And it comes out looking real nice, real clean. And it doesn't take that long to redraw it, especially if you can see the lines really well. That's pretty good. We can kind of shade in his eye a little bit. And we do get a little bit of eyebrow up here. And a little bit of eyelid up right there. Kind of like shade in his eye. Shade in what we lost with this eye. So you get something that looks like that. There we go. And he also has a little bit of hair coming out here. Which is kind of like this strand, curve line. Have a little bit of an overlap. Like that. Actually, I want to erase all like this guidelines around like his eyes because it makes him look tired. Alright, now that we got his eyes done. Like that. There we go. That's much better. I don't know, like the guidelines made him look like he was tired. That's not the look that we wanted for this picture. So we got that done. And now that we got that done, we can kind of jump into his hands before we do anything else, because his hands are kind of like right in front of everything. So these are actually pretty good, like spacing wise. So what I'm going to do is kind of refine the shapes a little bit. We're going to get like an oval right here, and it's kind of going to go up, and then his hand's going to curve in and kind of go in this way. And then this hand will kind of be, like the wrist will start about here, kind of go up and over, and then his hand kind of be shaped like this, kind of boxing it off. Actually, the box would be have like a kind of like a tilt to it. It'll be a slight curve. And I'll go down and over. And then we're going to get the thumb about here. That's kind of going to go out. Then we're going to get 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then when the fingers just kind of go up and over, up and over, up and out a little bit, and this one will be straight. So something like that. So yeah, so now that we have like kind of like refined the shape a little bit, just kind of get like a good little gesture for the hand in, we can start going into detail here. And I like starting out with this finger, the pinky, because it kind of goes into like everything else. So we're going to start about here and just draw a nice little curve line going up, and then curve it down, and then down one more, and then curve it around and in, and have a nice little, another little curve line right there like that. And then this line's going to go down and over. And here we're going to bump out a little bit for the knuckle. And then just kind of go in like that. And then this finger will go out. Start about here, go out. Actually, looking at this pinky's real fat. Curve it in and over. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. We're going to go up, over, down, kind of in. So this kind of follows like the pinky that we have here. Then his middle finger is kind of going to go off in its own direction. So it's going to be a little bit more out before it goes in like that. And then his pointer finger is going to be straight up. So it just goes straight out and up like that. And then we'll have his thumb here, which his thumb, we can kind of start with this curve line for this oval that we have here. It's going to go over and in like that, and the thumb's going to just turn out and then go in. And then when you hit this part of the oval, it's going to bounce back up and kind of curve in again like that. So you get a nice little curve line, and this line will just connect to that one. Again, it's a little bit complicated to explain the shapes, but if you just kind of follow along with like what I drew and definitely have like a reference photo, it's honestly not too bad. So we have that one, and now we could draw in this hand. So this hand is mostly thumb right here. It's going to curve over, and we're just going to kind of really get one finger, and the rest will kind of like disappear a little bit. But the thumb will start about here. So what we could do is draw a nice little curve line right here. It's a nice little one, kind of curve it out, bump it out, and it's going to go in and kind of follow this curve that we have a little bit for the oval. And then here it's going to straighten out, kind of go down and in, like that. And it's going to go straight into this finger right here, so we could draw this line curving up, over and down, and kind of in like this. We'll start about here, draw a nice little curve line, dipping in and connecting to this line right here. Just get a nice little curve line right there. Show the finger bending. And the rest of the fingers are just kind of be this bump kind of going out and over. Get another one over here, like that. And then you get one more here, and this one just kind of curves into the wrist. Like that. Alright, and I think the hands are the hardest part about this, so don't get too crazy about it. Definitely look at a reference photo when you draw them, and just try to follow along as best as possible. Again, these are kind of in a kind of complicated position. But once we get that down, we can kind of gesture in the rest of his body. So we're going to have his neck right about here, which is just kind of like 2 lines, and then he's gonna have like this big collar. He's gonna go out, kind of curve in, kind of go out here, curve in, and then it's gonna kind of curve, so you get like this nice big kind of swoop. It's gonna go out a little bit here, and again, keep this very light. I'm just kind of gesturing everything in right now. We go in, so he has like another collar type thing on his jacket, and it's gonna curve out like that. And then he's gonna have his shoulder kind of right here. And it's gonna have like curve line like this, so you get like another little spike. Then it's gonna go down, kind of over, and then into the hand here. Then we're gonna have a little bit of overlap right here, like that. And then it's just gonna curve up into his body. And then his body would kind of go down. The arm's kind of blocking it, but then his jacket curves out like this. And then we're going to get another kind of like triangle here. This is going to just curve down and up. This is going to go out and over, so you just see a little bit of it. And then we're going to get like his belt that's going to be right here. Like that. And he has like another little strap. Goes on about there. And then he's going to have like where his shirt overlaps, like going through like the part of his pants. This is going to be right there. He's going to have a little bow that's right here, so it's like an oval and a circle with 2 ovals on it. And then his shoulder is going to be about here. And it's going to have like some frills on it, so we can kind of gesture in that. There's going to be frills on this one too. Something like that. And then he's going to have cuffs. Like big like cuff links, so we can kind of draw that in. It's kind of like this really rounded rectangle here and here. And then his elbow is going to be right about here, and you see a little bit of the other end like that. So again, we're just quickly gestured in his body and kind of what it looks like, but now we can go into some detail. So I'm going to start off with his arm, because his arm's kind of, again, in front of everything. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start about here, and we're going to draw a nice big kind of curve line, or kind of like a hook that goes down like this, again, like a nice little hook. Then it's going to go over and in like that. And now what we're going to do is here, we're going to draw a curve line here, and draw another curve line here, like that. And then we're going to draw a line going down, and then over, and then in, like that. So you get a nice little, it almost looks like a ring going around his arm. Then here it's going to curve up and over, kind of go up. It has like a little dip like in the middle here, and then it dips out like that. And now we can draw in his arm here, which will curve in and kind of dip in a little bit like that. And then we're going to start a little bit on the outside and draw a curve line, or like a nice little hook going in like this. Then it's going to go out, kind of curve in a little bit more, curve out, and then just kind of go to where like his elbow is, and then curve up and in like this. And here we can get a little bit of a folding line, so we can get a nice little hook like that right there, and kind of one on the bottom here, like that. Just show a nice like hard fold in his arm. And here we're going to get a line going up, kind of curving in like this. Another line about here, show the fold and where his elbow is. And this line will curve up and in like that. So that's pretty much good for that arm. Now we could draw in the kind of frills that he has. Or actually, before we do that, let's draw in his kind of collar, because that's kind of in front of it. So it's real simple. We can kind of follow the guideline that we have. So I'm just going to darken this line in like this. It's going to curve in like that. And what we're going to do here at this end, we're going to just draw a nice little curve line, and then a line hugging this line that we have here. And then a nice little curve line going up like this. See a little bit over here. And then a little bit of detail for his shirt, or his jacket here. You can draw little triangles going down here, like this. And then we'll get one more in here. And then you draw another triangle, like slightly smaller on the inside of these triangles, like this. And you just draw little circles at the tips of these triangles like that. So just nice little detail. And then here we could draw in this little curve line for his shoulder, and kind of the same deal with like this kind of part. So you just curve it around, draw a line hugging it like this. And then same thing here, we're going to just get a nice curve line like that. Same here, curve down, in, kind of go in, and then just a line kind of hugging that line right here. Like that. And this will just be kind of like a straight line going across. And now for the frills aren't actually too hard. Basically what you're going to do is start about here and draw a line going up. Curve it up and down, and you get like this nice squiggly line. And then here you're just at the tops of these lines, you just draw a curved line going in like this. And then one that kind of hugs this line and goes in. And then draw a little curved line in here, one in here. And it kind of gives off this kind of like frilly look. Alright, that's good. Now we could jump into his other arm right here. And kind of the same deal for this one, except we aren't going to see much of this cuff. So you basically just draw this nice little curve line that goes around and up. And then curve it in. And then this line kind of going out, kind of hugging the bottom here. Going in like that. And then we're going to get the kind of jacket part, so you get like this kind of triangle shape. It goes down and in like this. And then a line hugging it. Like that. And you get the triangles again. That, and the triangles on the inside. And then the little circles, which you don't see many of them, on top. And now we're going to draw a nice curve line here and here for his shoulder. And then we draw the frills going out here. This one, the frills just kind of curve out. And you kind of get a curve line here. Start about here, draw a nice little curve line. And then kind of same deal, like that. And then you just draw a line going out here, kind of curve it in, and another one. So that curves out, kind of goes over, down, kind of in like this, to show his arm bending. Alright, almost done here. And now we could draw in his bow, because his bow's kind of in front of everything here. So this bow's not too hard. Basically I'm going to start about here, and just draw this nice little hook line, kind of like that. It's going to go in, so you get kind of like this nice little kind of oval shape. But what we're going to do here is start with a curved line that goes into this line, and then we're going to go out and just draw a nice curved line going in and over, like that. Then we get a nice little circle right here, and then we're going to finish off the bow by drawing a nice kind of rounded line like this, and then just kind of hug it with another shape. And then the edge of the coat would be about here, kind of go over. Same thing over here, that'd be the coat. Now we could draw on his belt, which his belt is actually not too hard. I'm actually going to move this over a little bit. It'll be about here and here, make it a little bit thinner too. So this is going to be the hook for like his pants. And basically his belt's pretty simple. Be another kind of hook for his pants right there. Just kind of darkening this line right here. You just draw like a nice small little curve line hugging the top and the bottom. And then you have two parallel lines going here and here. Another set right there. And then two circles in the middle here. Like that. And then for this belt strap that he has, it's basically this curve line that curves down. Kind of goes over and up. Like that. And then you draw a line hugging that. Kind of curves over and up. Like that. And then he has like a V. So it's like a line going across. You get like a V. And it goes up. And a line going across. V. And then up. And then he just has a series of circles going down here. And a nice little circle right here for like where it connects to the belt. And then here we can draw on the shirt, which just see a little bit of it, but you can kind of draw like little curve lines to show the fabric curving. You get a nice little curve line here and here. Like that. And now we could draw in the rest of his coat here, which is a nice little curve line like this. Another one curving down like that. And then to finish it off, we could back up and draw the rest of his hair, because he's wearing like a really long ponytail. So then draw that in. We kind of have the shape right here like this. And basically what you want to do is just draw nice little curve lines going off like this. A nice little hair spikes. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nice big curve in this one. This one will be out on its own. Like that. This one will curve up and in. There'll be another one going out about here. That's how you draw in his long ponytail. And that is pretty much how you draw him. Wow, this was a long one. We had like an extra 10 minutes, but he's one of those like more detailed characters. There's like a lot of stuff going on with like his jacket and stuff. And his hair is kind of a little crazy to draw as well. So, yeah, I'd say he's a little bit more on the more difficult spectrum. But that is pretty much it. So anyway, I will put the sketch that we just did up here. Stay. There we go. And I'll put the inked version I drew beforehand up there as well. So you get kind of like the side-by-side comparison. And so yeah, so at the end, if you were to go over it with an ink pen, hopefully it would look what it is on the left side there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped you out. I hope you can draw this guy. Now, again, I'm not going to pronounce his name right, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But thank you, Davina, for the request. If you guys have requests, I do take them. All you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name, put it on a list, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off that list. There's no rhyme or reason. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you can draw this guy now. And, yeah, let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. So I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.